let's get started. Thank you very much for joining me for this 19 minutes yin flow practice. Lovely sunshine today, but a little bit chilly indoors, I think. Before I go on to my mat, because I want to be a little bit closer, because I want to show you a couple of mudras first. So try to remember without thinking about putting the mudra together, because we are going to use it in our practice. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Jnana Mudra. So we are all familiar with Jnana Mudra because we have been using this mudra. It's classic, so we practice a lot with Jnana Mudra. But another mudra I would like to introduce is called Dharma Chakra Mudra. So Dharma Chakra Mudra basically is just two Jnana Mudra put together. Okay, Jnana Mudra, we know the seal of wisdom. The thumb and the index finger touch. So this is a Jnana Mudra. And then we're going to put the mudra together into Dharma Chakra Mudra. So Dharma, and then Chakra Mudra. So the left hand, so you're in Jnana Mudra facing to the heart. And another Jnana Mudra, so but you're going to open up the thumb and the middle finger to pinch the middle finger of your left hand. So this is called Dharma Chakra Mudra. We can all do this together. I'm not doing the mirroring. So the left hand in Jnana Mudra facing in towards to the heart. So the palms facing in with the left hand, and the right hand is facing out. The thumb and the index finger pinch the middle finger of your left hand. So you place the Dharma Chakra Mudra in front of your heart center, and your elbows is open wide. Your chest and your collarbones, they are broadened. So heart's open. So this is a Dharma Chakra Mudra. This is today's practice. Right, okay, let's release it. And without thinking about it, and see, can you put it back together very quickly? You got it? This time, raise your hands and I can see. One more time. Put it together without thinking about it. Let me check. So your right hand is facing out. Your left hand is facing towards to yourself. Okay. Just want to explain a little bit here with the Dharma Chakra Mudra. So this mudra represents two wheels. The two wheels, they are the internal will. So represent with your left hand facing to your inner world. And the right hand is your external will facing towards to the world. So they are equally working together, constantly, day in, day out in our life. So represent your internal will and the external will. Right, I'm going back to my mat, and then we can continue to practice. Before I go, one more. Let's do it one more time. Put it together without thinking about it. Very good. Yes, thumbs up. Okay, let me reverse. Towards to the end of the class, I will recommend to have maybe a thick blanket to lie on, because we lie on our belly for quite a long time. Especially those of you, if you have hard flooring, So just a yoga mat, you may find it is too long to lie on your tummy. Because if you're bony as well, so it might be uncomfortable. So if you have a thick blanket to put on top of your yoga mat towards to the end of the practice, it will be more comfortable for you. Even if you have carpet, but if you want more cushioning, I definitely suggest you have a thick blanket or cushioning underneath your belly. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let's warm up your palms. So by doing this to increase the fire, the heat, the warmth in between your palms, and it also radiates your aura, your energy field, or promote your healing hands. So give yourself some warmth, some heat. And then clap your hands together. Leave it apart. And then you can just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And just bring your awareness in between your palms, observing the energy there in between your hands. Quiet your mind, just observing sensations. And you feel an energetic pull in between your palms. I can. Then you can slowly close your hands. So, prayer at your heart. Take a deep inhale. A slow exhale. You can open your eyes and then put your Dharma Chakra Mudra in front of your heart center. So, your elbows facing out and heart lifting. And we're going to Om in together 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders and keep your elbows wide. Soften up the face, the throat, and the backs of your eyes. So Dharma is one of the most important teaching of Buddha. So the four principle of the Dharma teaching is purity, and non-violence, ahimsa. The ahimsa is Sanskrit name in yoga as well. And noble truth, truthfulness, and then discipline. You probably come across that, realize the practice of yoga, the principle yoga, and also the Dharma teaching in Buddhism, they are very close. Lots of information, they are intertwined. Right. There's also Dharma yoga. Dharma yoga basically is a practice of ahimsa, non-violence. Right. Today, we will practice a very nice creative flow, creative yin flow through this Dharma Chakra Mudra. Okay, and then from here you can release your mudra and place your hands on your knees and suck the belly in and up and begin to circle through the hips. So you can just find your own personal expressions through this movement. So rocking through the hips, open up the heart. You can drop your head if you want. And then reverse the flow, go the other way. Connect with the breath. And then slowly steer yourself back to the center. Now hold on to your shins with both hands. And then find spinal flexion and extensions. With inhale, open up the heart, lean forward. On the exhale, round the back, suck the belly in, and bow into your chin. You're finding Uddiyana Bandha. And continue like this. Inhale. Exhale, rounding in. Just a couple more like this. Warm up the spine. Find spinal energy. And then slowly come back to neutral spine. Slowly make your way to all fours. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, the wrists underneath your shoulders, the knees underneath your hips, gripping the fingers into the mat, and begin from cat and cow. Drop the belly, open up the heart, look up. On the exhale, press into the floor, rounding the back, drop the chin to the collarbones. And continue like this, slow down the breath, slow down the movement, and focus with the movement in your spine. Just one more.
On the inhale, back to neutral spine. Exhale for child pose. You can open up your knees for wide leg child pose. So either you can close your thighs or open your legs wide. It's okay. And then just release your third eye to the earth. Surrender your head. And breathe deep into the back body. Just allow any tensions to melt away on your lower back. Soften the breath. On the next in-breath, lift your head and then slowly walk your hands towards to yourself and then sit in Vajrasana. You can close your thighs. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands and place your palms behind your head. Inhale, find butterfly breath, like butterfly arms, wings. Exhale, flex your neck. Drop your chin to the collarbones like you're squeezing your head. Suck the belly in and out. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, rounding in. Inhale, breath of joy. Open up your arms wide, thumbs facing back. On the exhale, give yourself some love. Nourish yourself. Head drop. And again, inhale, breath of joy. Exhale, love yourself up. Inhale, lift your hips, right arm up, left arm lower. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. And then the left arm up, inhale, right arm down, lift the hips. And then gaze forward to the top of the mat, find a balance. Step your right foot forward into Anjaneyasana. So the right leg forward and open up your arms. And both hands come to Jnana Mudra. We're going to put the Dharma Chakra Mudra together. Okay, from here, find your Dharma Chakra Mudra. So your left hand turning in, facing towards your heart, and your right hand facing out. So that is your external will. Press into your right foot. Lift the hips away from your pelvis and heart open. Widen your elbows. Take a breath in and breath out. You can slowly release your mudra. Place your left hand aligned with your right foot. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, low lunge twist to the right. Raise your right arm up to the sky. On the exhale, circle your right hand by your right foot. Tuck the back toes and then come to a runner's stretch. You can flex in your right foot. Lengthen the spine. Straight through both legs. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold in. So breathe into the back of your legs. Inhale, lunging forward. And then step your right leg back into downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale, come to high heel shoes. Lift both heels, your hips reaching up to the sky. Press into your hands so your arms are nice and active. Strong arms, let your head release. Inhale, roll down long into plank pose. One long line rippling through. Heels reaches back, heart reach forward. On the exhale, drop your knees, untuck the toes, squeeze your elbows into frame the ribs. So your heart lift, lower body drop, upper body blossom. Take a breath here. Exhale, turn your head over to the right. Inhale, center. And turn your head to the left. Turn your head back to center. Inhale. On the exhale, slowly melt your belly. And then we stretch wide into full pranam. So palms facing up, third eye releases. So this is a gesture of pranam, a full surrender. Spill out. And really it's a deep connection with the earth. Quiet your mind, observing sensations. Connection with Mother Earth. Slowly coming back and slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press back up, lift your heart. On the exhale, sit back for child pose. Take breath in, fill up the back. Exhale, melt your heart. Soften. Inhale, lift the head and slowly walk your hands in for Vajrasana. Scoot myself forward a little bit. Inhale, arms reach high. On the exhale, interlacing your hands together and place it behind your head. Butterfly breath. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, dropping in, round the back, suck the belly in, like you're squeezing your head. Inhale, wide. Exhale, bow. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open arms wide for breath of joy. Exhale, lift yourself up. Inhale, open wide, breath of joy. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. This time, inhale, left arm up, lift your hips. Both hands in Dhyana Mudra, the index and thumb touch. Exhale, big hug. On the inhale, right arm up, left arm down. Find a balance, gaze forward. And this time, step your left foot forward for Anjaneyasana Asana. So arms open wide, heart lift. Dharma Chakra Mudra. So pinch the middle finger. Elbows wide. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Heart lift. Look up to the sky. So remember the four principles of teaching of the Dharma. Purity. Noble truth. Non-violence and discipline. One more breath. When you release, place your right hand down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the floor. Inhale, low lunge twist to the left. Exhale, circle the left hand just by your left foot and then runner stretch. Exhale. Lengthen through the spine. You can flexing that left foot. Exhale, fold in. and focus on the sensation in the back of your legs. Head releases, soften the face and the throat. On the inhale, lunging forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up into high heel shoes. Lift the hips nice and high. Press into your hands, strong arms, head releases. On the next inhale, ripples through plank pose. Heart reaches forwards, heel reaches back. On the exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes, squeeze the elbows into frame the ribs. And then just here, drop your pelvis, pubic bone, and then find some softness and wave from side to side. Open the heart and bring your shoulders away from your ears. Long neck. Inhale back to the center. On the exhale, spill out through full pranam. Third eye releases. Stay for last breath. And slowly move your arms and place your hands underneath the shoulders. Lift your heart, press and lift the heart, and sit back for child pose. Let the head go. Deep breath into your lower back. Exhale, let your heart melt. Lift your head and slowly walk your hands in. Tuck your toes underneath you. Tuck all 10 toes. And then we are coming to Padasana. Padasana, tiptoe pose. So very slowly, squeeze your inner thighs together and bring your shoulders over the hips. So keep your core strength to keep the balance. Prayer to heart. Elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Back to center. Release your fingertips down. And then lengthen through both legs. Standing forward fold. Uttanasana. Let the head go. And then open up your feet slightly apart. So I will say feet, hips distance apart. You can soften both knees, let your head release, and then use your left hand to come to the top chakra at the top crown of your head. So you make like a little bow, and then let your head drop into that bow. With the right hand, you're going to give yourself a nice neck massage. So squeeze the back of your neck to release any tension held around the neck. Soften up the throat, relax the face. Just enjoy the massage. Press into your feet, both knees are bent slightly. Really soften with the throat. And then change side. Your right hand on the top chakra and use your left hand to massage your neck. So grab the back of your neck and squeeze. Let both arms release now. Palms facing up. And then melt your face. Relax the head. Press into your feet. Roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Press into your feet and roll yourself up to stand. And then you bring your feet together in Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and drop your shoulder down. Okay, bending your knees, grip some earth and bring it back in. Bend both knees and turn your palms away. Push your hands forward and sit low. Squeeze your inner thigh so you lie in chair pose. Inhale, open up, breath of joy. And then exhale, come to stand and bring your palms together. So you're in Tadasana. And then slowly walk to the top of the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, grounding to the earth as you release your breath. From here, squeeze your inner thighs together and sit low for chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, heart lift, sit nice and low. On the exhale, swing both arms back behind you. So find the swinging action, let the head release. Turn the fingers, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow in. Press into your hands, step your right leg back. On the exhale, drop your right knee down for Anjaneyasana. Dharma Chakra Mudra. Inhale, heart lift, elbows open wide. When you release, low lunge twist to the left. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the floor. Inhale, twist. Exhale, circle the left hand down. Step back downward facing dog. Inhale, high heel shoes. And roll out long to plank. Exhale, drop your knees, untuck the toes. Come to cobra. Lower body drop, upper body blossom, heart lift. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips nice and high. On the inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward to the top. Drop your back knees. Inhale, Dharma Chakra Mudra right away. Exhale, low lunge twist. Left hand down, tuck the back toes. Inhale, raise the right arm, look up to the sky. Exhale, circle your right hand down, gaze forward. When you push forward, standing on your right foot, come to a perch. Bring your knees to touch, your left heel kicking the butt, and your head releases. So you're standing on one leg in a perch. Exhale, release your feet together. Soften both knees and circle up to stand. Inhale, rising up. On the exhale, prayer to heart. And then release your arms by the side. And again, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit nice and low, draw the belly in, heart lift. Exhale, fold forward and swing your arms back behind you. Let your head release. Fingertips to the floor, turn the fingers. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, gaze forward. Exhale, bow in. Press into your hands. Inhale, step your left leg back. On the exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale, Dharma Chakra Mudra.
Exhale, low lunge twist to the right. Lift your right arm. Exhale, circle your right hand down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high heel shoes. Lift the hips. And then roll the spine nice and long for plank. Inhale. On the exhale, lower your knees, untuck the toes, lower body drop, upper body blossom. Heart lift, look up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips nice and high. Inhale, left leg high. Gaze forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward to the top. And then lower the right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana with Dharma Chakra Mudra. Heart lift, elbow wide. Exhale, right hand down, tuck the back toes. Inhale, low lunge twist to the left. Exhale, push forward to perch. Bring your knee to meet your right heel kicking the butt, standing on your left foot. On the inhale, bring your feet to meet. Tender fingers. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold in, soften both knees, and inhale, circle up to stand. Exhale, prayer to heart. And then release your arms by the side. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, Utkatasana, and swing your arms back behind you. Give it a swing. Fingertips touch down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Press into your hands. Step your right leg back. Your left leg back into downward facing. Lift the high heel shoes. Lift the hips nice and high. On the inhale, rippling through plank. Heart switches forwards, heels switching back. One long line. Exhale, lower your knees, untuck the toes. Lower body drop, upper body blossom. You can wave from side to side. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, press into your hands and feet. So activate your Hasta Bandha in your palm and the Pada Bandha in your feet. On the inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward to the top of the mat. Turn the back heel down. On the inhale, rising up to Virabhadrasana 1. Nice and strong, belly in. Drop your left arm forward in front of you. So your two hands are in Gyana Mudra. Right and left hand in Gyana Mudra. Steer your left hip forward. When you reach your left arm forward, you bring your left hip forward. Belly in. So lifting from the pelvic floor, finding your Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Okay, and then tuck the back toes. So you are not just spinning your heel down. This time you lift your heel, so you stand on the balls of your left foot. Spin your left heel up to the sky. Find the balance, and then open the right arm. You're going to twist over to the right and open your arms. So it's a revolve twist. So you should feel the right ribs move back and the left ribs move forward. But at the same time, you try to align your hips to hip. Take a breath in. Circle your left hand down to the floor, lined up next to the right foot. And right here, you have the low lunge twist. Okay, we're going to heel toe the right foot to a side plank, but supported side plank. So heel toe your right foot to the right. You're on the outer edges of that left foot. Okay, from here, drop your hips. So you lower your hips and bring the right arm by the right hip. So this is the exhale. Drop your left hip. And then inhale, find a big wave. Lift your right arm, lift your hips. Try to straight through both legs. And then lower, exhale. Inhale, press into your hands and lift your hips high, straight through both legs. Okay, now come to halfway. Come back to a plank pose, a side plank. So you're halfway through. And then keep your left arm strong. Step back into wild things. Step your right leg back behind you. Open up your heart. Lift the heart. Find space. On the exhale, you're going to just sit right here and find your sit right where you are and find contemplate asana. So find a moment of contemplation and relaxation. Find peace in your mind. So I want to talk about the Dharma teaching. So one of the principles is discipline. I think discipline is very important part. Because like if we want to have peace of mind, we have to find our practice, meditation, through our meditation. So it all requires discipline. So we want to have quiet and peace and relaxation. Then we need to discipline ourselves to create space in our life and just work with just like this moment of contemplation and relaxation. And then from here, we transition into a pigeon. So look onto the top of your mat, back to the top of your mat, and keep your left knee bent. Left knee bent, right leg straight. So back to the top of the mat. Okay, from here, just melt your hips. Line up hip to hip. If you need to put something underneath you for support, you're welcome to. And then we are just come into a forward fold. So a restorative pigeon pose. So melt your forehead into your arms so you can make a pillow for your hands and just let your head resting there. So I just will stay quiet here for a moment. We'll stay here for another minute. So just allow yourself to relax.
And then slowly ease your way out. Press into your hands, tucking the right toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's meet in downward facing dog. You can adjust your hands and feet. Pressing into your right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. On the exhale, gaze forward and step your left foot forward to the top. Spin your right heel down. So charging up both legs and inhale, rising up to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, drop your right arm forward and left arm up. Both hands are in Dhyana Mudra. So I want you to steer your right hip in front of you. When you take your right arm forward, stretch your right arm forward and bring this right hip forward. Inhale and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Now tuck the toes and then spin your right heel up to the sky. So you're on the balls of your right foot. And then turning left, a revolve twist to the left and open both arms wide. Hug that left inner thigh in and drop deeper through the hips. Lengthen the spine. So your right ribs move forward, left ribs move back. And then look to the top of the mat. Exhale, lower your right hand. And right here, you're in low lunge twist to the left. And then slowly heel toe your left foot. So we come to a side plank, supported side plank. So heel toe your left foot into the center. And then you come to the outer edges of your right foot. So you're in a supported side plank. Exhale, drop your right hip down and bring your left arm by the hip. You can look over to your right foot. On the inhale, lift the hips, lengthen through both legs, and bring your left arm overhead by the ear. Keep the hips lifting really high. Exhale, drop your hips and bring your left arm by the left hip. Inhale, lift the hips high, left arm by the ear. One more. Drop your hips. Inhale, lift the hips high. On the inhale, back to neutral in side plank. Maybe lift your arms up towards to the sky. So strong right arm, step back into wild thing. Step your left foot behind you and lift the heart, find space. Exhale, lower your sitting bones with control, and then you come to your moment of contemplation, contemplate asana. Soften up the mind. Find a moment of contemplation and relaxation. And from here, we transition into Kapotasana, the restorative pigeon pose. Look back behind you to the top of the mat, bending your right knee. So right knees come forward, left leg long. Even out your hips. You can take your time to align yourself. Find your right and left hip melt into the earth. And then slowly, when you're ready, you can come forward and release. You can make a pillow to let your head rest on. So it's a restorative pigeon pose. Just find what feels good for you. If you want to modify into a twist, you're welcome to. So if you want to find another variations, please do what feels good for you. Breath soft, mind is calm. So I want to talk about another Dharma practice, another teaching in Dharma, which is truthfulness. So this is famous quote. Before you speak, is that true? Is that necessary? And is that kind? I often bring this into my mind before I speak. And it's good, it's very effective. Because I noticed someone there out in the world. I learned an expression. People said, "Oh, so and so have got verbal diarrhea." I think if you have a friend, I don't know if you know someone in that character. So if when they talk, they don't think about what they say. They just have verbal diarrhea. And this is probably a nice quote to give it to them. It's such a lovely reminder. So we'll stay here for another minute. So let yourself melt and drop. And then slowly ease yourself. Lean over to your right hip. And then swing your left leg to come forward and sit cross legs. Right. For the closing practice, I have a sequence. It is a very soft practice. But soft, it doesn't mean it's easy, because this sequence, it does takes practice. It is very slow and soft practice, but it is very, very deep. So it's going to be really beneficial for your head, neck, shoulders, and upper back. The movement is very, very simple. Very, very simple. But it requires the whole body to do the work. When you practice it, you will know what I mean. I'm going to just show you once with the movement, and then I will just guide you through it with few different positions with the head.
Okay, I'm going to show you first before we will all do it together. So the posture starting with your right knee bent out to the side. And then you make a pillow with your arms. So starting with the right arm on top. And then you turn your head turning right, so your left cheek rests on the right arm. So the movement is very, very small and very, very slow and soft. So you lift your head and lift your arm. Lift the head and lift your arm very slowly. Not very high. It's about a few inches. So when you cannot lift anymore, you can just pause for a moment to observe how the whole body are working together. And then when you lower, it's really super slow, super slow, super slow. Lower. And then let yourself melt. So very important, you introduce some time here to let yourself relax after you lift and lower, and then you allow time to observe and relax into the posture. Okay, so this is the movement. We're going to do it together, and it takes time, and it is a very slow practice, slow, soft, gentle practice. It has a very profound effect on your parasympathetic nervous system for your relaxation response, as well as it helps to strengthen what is weak in your neck, shoulders, and upper back. But it also helps to relax what is tense in your body. Okay, let's get started. Slowly come on your belly, and then bending your right knee to the side. So just get really comfortable with where your right leg is, and left leg straight behind you. Make a pillow with your arms, and just make sure that your right arm is on top. Right arm on top, left arm under. Right arm on top, left arm under with a pillow. And then your left cheek, the left cheek rests on your right arm, and your head turning right. Head turning right. And just let yourself get comfortable here for a moment and feel what it is like. Notice your neck, your face, your head, your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Let the breath out. Okay, and then begin the movement. Remember, do it very, very slowly with control. You don't need to try it too hard, and just let your head and your right arm come off the floor. Just the head and the right arm, very slowly. When you feel yourself cannot lift anymore, pause there and notice the whole body is working together. And then exhale, slowly lower it down, slowly. And then let yourself melt and give yourself some time here to rest. And notice how you feel. So soft and relaxed. And then we're going to repeat this. Lift, slow lifting up, just your head and your right arm. At a pause, and then slowly lower, and let yourself go, melt, drop. So it's the practice that helps to strengthen what is weak and relax what is tense in the body.
So with the breath, let it be natural. You don't need to think about when I'm breathing in, breathing out. Just let the breath come naturally. When you're ready, lift again. Introduce a pause when you can't lift anymore. And notice how the whole body is working. Even the core, the upper back, the legs. Exhale. Very, very slowly lower yourself. And let yourself melt. So we do this once more. This time, I want you to do it super slow. Slow as possible. When you're ready, slowly lift. And then slowly lower, very, very slowly lower. And then let yourself relax. So strengthen your neck, shoulders, upper back, and even your brain. Without changing the position of your arms, now I want you to be very mindful. Lift your head and turn your head facing to the left. So very mindfully, and turn your head to the left, and then rest your right cheek on your right arm. And take a moment here to feel your neck. Now you're changing position. So your right cheek on your right arm, your head turning to the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, melt your belly to the floor. Okay, we are going to practice the lift again. Lift and lower. Very soft, slow, gentle movement. When you're ready, lift your head and your right arm off the floor. When you cannot lift anymore, just observing sensations in the whole body. I feel a lot in my left shoulder and even my right inner groin. The whole body is working. And then exhale, slowly lower. And introduce a melting point. Soften the face, the throat, the shoulders, and the heart. And lift again, inhale, or it could be exhale. Don't worry about making too much effort with how to breathe. It's more finding the slow, soft, control movement. Slowly lower. And then relax. Soften up the brain. And we begin again. Lift. Slowly lower. And melt. Soften. We do this one last time. And this time, the slowest it can be. Lift and see, can you look back towards to your left shoulder? You don't have to open your eyes if you're practicing. Close your eyes. Just imagine that you look back to your left shoulder. And then very, very slowly lower, very slowly. And then let yourself melt and really get deeper into that relaxation. Observing sensations. Somehow I feel a lot in my left shoulder. Okay, slowly turn your head to the neutral. Then we are going to change the position of your arms. Right arm under, left arm on top. Right arm under, left arm on top. And then you turn your head to the right and rest your left cheek to your right arm. So left arm on top, left cheek on the arm, and your head turning right. Take a breath in. Exhale, let yourself melt. And slowly continue the lifting. Lift your head and the left arm. Exhale, slowly release. And let yourself drop. And continue to lift. Head and the left arm lift. When you cannot lift anymore, pause for a moment, observing sensation of the whole body working together. Slowly lower. And then continue doing this on your own. Lift 2 more times. Once or twice is okay. If you feel like you just want to rest, then just rest. You don't need to try too hard. It is a very soft, gentle practice, but very profound. At the same time, it's very deep. If you think about the whole body is working together. Okay, the one last change on the right side. So this time we're going to turn the head to the left. And you don't need to change your arms, so your left arm still on top. Turn your head to the left and rest the right cheek on your left arm. Deep breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. And notice your nervous system. And we begin to lift again. Okay, this time, try to look back towards to your left shoulder as you lift. Pressing into your right arm and lift your left arm and your head. And look back to your left shoulder. On your exhale, slowly release. Then relax. Just let the breath be natural. And begin again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. But it could be different breath pattern, that is okay. And then release once your head on the floor again, on your arm, I mean. Couple more like this. Lift and slowly lower. We do this one last time, and this time really super slow. Lift, super slow, lower. Soften and melt. Relax what is tense. Slowly move your head. Turn your neck back to neutral. So your forehead facing to your arm. And then we are going to stretch to the right leg and bring your right leg to meet your left leg. And slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself, lift your heart, exhale, child pose. Bring your thighs together or open your knees wide. Let your third eye to melt. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften up the breath. Press into your hands and lift your head. You sit back in Vajrasana. Sit back on your heels. And I want you to really take a moment to observe the sensation in your body. I can really very profound sensation in my body right now. Now I really want you to feel your neck and start to make some very gentle circular movement to your neck. So very gentle and soft. Be very kind to yourself. And notice the physical sensations that you have created in your practice. And this practice is so good for those of you if you're sitting a lot in front of the desk. It's really a good practice for healing the shoulders, upper body, shallow breath, tight neck, or have too much built up in the mind. So if you haven't reversed the flow yet, just turn your head to the other direction. Circular movement. And then come back to neutral. Close your eyes and take another breath. Prepare for second sigh. Gently come onto your belly. Right leg straight behind you and take your left knee, left knee bend to the side. Make a pillow with your arms. Right arm under, left arm on top. Right arm under, left arm on top. And then turn your head over to the left. Your right cheek rests on your left arm. So exactly the same practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let yourself really settle here. When you feel you're comfortable and settled, And begin to lift your left arm and your head. Left arm and head. A moment of pause when you cannot lift any higher. And then very slow motion, lower yourself and completely relax. You're going to do this 3 more times. You can find your own pace. Just let the breath be natural. Make this your last one. Allow yourself to release into the floor, into the earth. Deep connection with Mother Earth. Keeping your arms where they are. And now very mindfully turn your head and look over to the right. Rest your left cheek to your arm and notice how your neck is feeling. Smell your cheek. And when you're ready, begin to lift up again. Lift the left arm and your head only. At the top of the lifting, and notice how the whole body is working together. And then slowly lower yourself down and melt deeper into the relaxation. Soft and deep practice. It takes time to develop with the skill. Two more times. Lift and lower. You can make this the last time and make it slow as possible. Lift, pause, observe, lower and melt. Relax what is tense in the body. Now slowly move your head to neutral. Change arms now. Your left arm under, right arm placed on top. And then turn your head to the left and rest your right cheek to the right arm. And just let yourself settle. Take a deep breath in. Relax the belly. And we begin again to lift. Right arm and the head. Lift, 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 lift. And slowly lower. Soft and gentle. Just 3 more times like this on your own time. You probably notice when you lift, everything is working together. Your arm, your belly, your shoulders, upper back, lower back, even your legs. The body is totally connected. It's not just connected with the movement, the physical body, but it's also connected to your emotions, also connect to your mental state, also connect to the breath. So when we change the way we breathe, we also change the way we feel. We can make this last one. Lift and slowly lower. Let yourself go. Relax what is tense. And then prepare yourself for the final round. You don't need to change your arm. Just turn your head and look over to the right. Rest your left cheek on your right arm. And just fix yourself here. Allow yourself to be settled and comfortable. Then take a deep inhale. Exhale, let go of everything. And probably this side is the hardest. When you lift this time, really look over to that right shoulder. When you lift your right arm and your head. And then see, can you look over more to your right shoulder? And notice the whole body is working together. Slowly lower yourself and let yourself melt. This last 3 on your own time. Soft and slow movement. Make this your final. Lift, look over to the right shoulder. Very, very slowly release. Let everything go. Soften the head, the throat, face, jaw, neck, upper back, heart, belly. Take a deep breath in and melt into the earth. Turn your head to neutral and rest your forehead to your arm. And take your time. Start to strengthen through the left leg. Bring your left leg to meet the right leg. And then spill out for your full pranam, like at the beginning of the class, with palms facing up. Forehead releases. Slowly bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Press into your hands. And then press back into child pose. You can come to wide legs or close your thighs. However, what makes you feel good here. Surrender your head. Slowly press your palms facing down. Lift your head. Sit back in Vajrasana. And take some time here to feel your neck, shoulders, and your head. Turn your head to one side and then go the other side, just observing sensations in your neck. Although it is a very gentle practice, if you have lots of tensions around your neck, shoulders, and head, you might find it, you can feel your body tomorrow. It has some effect, long-lasting effect, that it will show up. It will show up in your body. You're really tight and stiff and tense. Okay. Drop your hips to one side, lift your hips and drop it to one side, extending your legs forward. Open your legs wide, point the toes, keep your legs active. Reach forward, scoop some earth, and bow into your heart. And then slowly lower yourself with control. You can just really appreciate your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Just stay here to allow the body to receive your practice. Let go of everything. You have nothing to do now, nothing to fix, nothing to think about. Just receive your practice with love and gratitude. Enjoy your rest, yogis. When your relaxation is over, I will ring the singing bowl to remind you to slowly come out from your practice.